I think we got something special today. How's everybody doing? I hope you are all doing great out there. I hope I'm coming through loud and clear and this sounds all right to you. Let me know. Let me know how I sound. Is there any warble, any crackles? You know, you can't really do too much testing before you go live when you're clicking through stuff. You found a G4 shirt, Conan 5695. Children's Hospital, Tim and Eric, all on the back of it. That's crazy, man. That's so cool. That's awesome. What's up? I see you, B-Dog. I see... Oh, Sam I Am 111 was first in the room. Good to see you, Ratless. Good to see you. First one, John Luke Corpus. I see you playing with plastic. Has anybody been playing Sword of the Sea from Giant Squid? It's available on PlayStation Plus if you're a subscriber over on the PlayStation side of things. But I've got this killer new laptop. Actually, let me tell you quickly about this freaking amazing laptop that I have. I think I just have to press this. Oh, you know what I gotta do? I gotta make me a little bit smaller. That's what I realized yesterday. Okay, let me show you what I'm playing on, which is pretty rad. I don't think I need all this horsepower, but this is what I got. It is a Razer Blade 18 laptop with some killer specs on it. Intel Core 9 275HX, an NVIDIA RTX 5090 laptop GPU, an 18-inch dual-mode display. The screen on this thing is huge and beautiful, and THX Spatial audio. It is pretty freaking sweet. And so I've been playing a lot of games on this laptop, and it has been so damn fun. Hello, John Luke Corpus. Good to see you. And I've also been playing a lot of indie games, which is kind of funny, because what was I playing? Is This Seat Taken? Which is about as low-impact a game as you could possibly play. But I was playing it on this laptop. Of course, everything runs great. Sword of the Sea is really cool so far. Feels good, great with the DualSense haptics. Nerd Confirmed says on Twitch, that's awesome. Misojat was first in the room. Peace right back to you. DC Nest is here. Original Spoon. Turnips. Great to see everybody. The game has made me want a Silver Surfer game so bad. Marvel, honestly, they could pivot more to games and less to movies and shows for a little while. We wouldn't mind that, right? They have all these incredible characters. Let us play as them, not just watch them. But the way that this laptop came to me, it was an offer from Intel, and so now it's become my reference machine. So all the streaming and all the PC gaming I'm doing is off of this. I'm kind of sunsetting my desktop PC. But the reason why Intel reached out, and I want to see if I can just pop this in. I'm trying this for the first time, but they've got a very cool thing happening. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Intel Gamer Days are starting next week. It's August 25th to September 7th, and this is open to anybody across North America. You go to game.intel.com/gamerdays, and they've got discounts. They're partnered with all kinds of retailers. It's not any one specific thing. It's they're working with a lot of different partners, and so you can get great deals on stuff, but there's also freebies, like you can get Battlefield 6 as an OEM pickup if you purchase a computer or a graphics card or something like that. So check out the game.intel.com/gamerdays, and you'll be able to find out all kinds of information. That's not just for Canada, that's for anybody in Canada and North America, but another cool thing that is part of this partnership with Intel is we've got this very cool contest that's running right now for Canada. And let's see, I'll just drop it right in, and hopefully this works. You can win an Intel Arc B850 graphics processor right now. I just opened the contest today. It's on facebook.com/electric playground. So please go there. Just follow the rules. You got to answer a few different questions, and we're going to pick the winner at the end of Intel's Gamer Days on September 7th. So check that out, all right, you guys? Okay, now let us play Sword of the Sea. But definitely hit the Facebook page, facebook.com/electric playground, and don't forget the Intel Gamer Days as well. Go to game.intel.com/Intel Gamer Days. I do like point-and-click adventure games, Robert Tolan. They're not my favorite, but I do appreciate them, and I think they're pretty damn cool. I'm just going to turn some stuff off here just in case something starts again. So I'm going to Turn that off and turn that off. Okay, and now I'm going to move my mouse over to here, and we are going to start Sword of the Sea. Here we go. NES Silver Surfer with rewind and would actually be cool. That is a beautiful game, Sam I Am 111. Yes, Marvel should work with the developer and publisher that created that and get it onto the Nintendo Switch Online service as part of the NES Classics. 100% with you on that. A lot of great licensed games should be there. But a collection of these classic Marvel games, I've been saying this for years, they got to make that happen. The Recipe says, I'll be playing this soon. Have fun. I've been looking forward to this ever since I think they teased it in a PlayStation showcase. Looked incredible. I love the Pathless. I don't know if you guys played that game. It was an early PS5 game. I think it was on PS4 and PC and stuff too, but it looked incredible on the PlayStation 5. Beautiful game. These guys know how to make moody and evocative-looking experiences. Kind of, you know, not overpopulated with texture and tons of sort of photoreal detail, but they, I don't know, it's cool. And of course, this looks like Journey as well from that game company. A lot of people have been comparing this to Journey meets Tony Hawk. But let's see. You have a sword that you can surf on. Here we go. Yeah, with Fantastic Four out, they really could have done something with, is it Shala Ball? I actually have a Shala Ball figure behind me right now. Itty bitty on the screen right there. All right, here we go. There's a, echoes of Fumito Ueda, and Ico and Shadow of the Colossus, Last Guardian. Just mystery, you know what I'm saying? It's an adventure. No, yeah, it's an 87. It's an adventure game, but you can pull off stunts and tricks. Air jump, tap while airborne. Okay. All right, let's try this again. I mean, where's our Back to the Future game that lets you do this too? There you go. Resonate. Cool. Robert Tolan wants to tell everybody that Dark Eye Chains of Satanav is a point-and-click adventure, and it's a lot of puzzle-tastic fun. Sounds cool, man. There are so many cool games out right now, brand new things. We're in the middle of summer, too. It's not like we're in November or something like that, but there have been a lot of great, cool releases of every size. That's why I've been streaming a lot more. I want to be able to show you guys some of these games. Telltale does have those Back to the Future games. Absolutely, Sam. I Am 111. Hey, and Nerd Confirmed, thanks for being a first-time chatter. Love to see that on our Twitch channel. It's awesome. We have an incredible community on EPN. I'm very, very lucky to have these fine people support the streams and the work that I do, and I'm very happy for you to join with this group and say hello. There's a Discord. Maybe one of the moderators, somebody can pop it into the chat. But we have awesome people that follow along with EP, which is great. And the music is very cool in this, isn't it? Oh man, Sky Bamoto has been watching since Soul Calibur 2. Wow. Yes, evocative, beautiful music. Noya 87. That's also something that Giant Squid and that game company and a few other sort of contemporary indie developers are renowned for, is just tapping into the, I don't know, exquisite composer network that's out there. Lots of just brilliant musical artists. That's something that I've noticed over the last 10 or 15 years. It's just like games never sound bad anymore. You know, very rarely. Maybe you get the odd you know, performance from an actor that just doesn't quite know the job, or the script is a little finicky or whatever. But music and voice and sound effects have been incredible in video games. Mr. Mike Morgan is here. Good to see you. And why are there so many kart racing games in the year 2025? John Luke Corpus wants to know. Yeah, that'll be an interesting roundup at the end of the year, whether people like Kirby, Mario Kart, or Sonic Cross Worlds. Is there another one? Probably is. Turnip's been watching since '02. You guys are incredible. So I can't... Can I bash these things? Oh, I can. I can smash them by resonating. Okay. I think this is going to be a very zen, trippy experience here. I don't think this is really about combat. I think it's about exploration and the feel of the game. It's freaking gorgeous. Shall we look at the specs on the game and just see if what my visual options are sitting at right now? Let's move the mouse out of the way here. Okay. Graphics. I didn't touch anything. I just turned it on. So it's at 1440. I'm not going to change anything. Frame rate's 60. Everything's on Ultra. I think we're good. We'll just leave it at that. It's running good. It looks good to me on the stream. Is it looking all right to you guys? Looking okay and sounding okay? Oh, Nintendo's always waited for EP to be done on Saturday mornings before they went out with their friends. That's awesome. Fantasy Alien says, looks good, sounds good. I like to hear that. That's awesome. I love third-person action-adventure games. I love all kinds of games, you know that. Sports games, RPGs, all kinds of things. But I love exploring. I don't know, it reaches right back into my roots as a player, and I really wanted to see what that next level was going to be, you know? Now, it's not so much about levels, it's like areas and biomes and things, and I just love it. It just gets me to my soul. I love it. Yeah, I'd like free-to-play to just die already. I'm with you, Noya. Games should have a price. You should know the price. They should appeal to more people. And you shouldn't feel like you're being conned. Getting the value for what you're paying for. I'm really tired of games with their hands out, you know? Had a big convo about that during the stream the other day. La Boomstick, subscribe. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the Prime subscribe, man. That rules. Gamescom opening night was fun. It was like TGA or Summer Games. There was a lot of good stuff in there for sure, and I do feel like the industry is really retracting and pulling away from live service and free-to-play stuff. That's the MO of mobile, and it's never going away on mobile. But in the console space and sort of at the premium PC space, yeah, there's definitely a lot of eyes being opened. Now, is this sand coming in to squish me, or am I... something's going on. I think they're pushing me in this direction. Let's go. We've got a Masters of the Universe game coming, a Battlestar Galactica game coming. Lego Batman looks incredible. I don't know. I thought there was an easy 10 games to be stoked for in opening night live. I think I gotta go this way. Here we go. The sea remembers, rock stands and water flows, so it ever must be. And as it is crushing to rock to make it flow and rush, so it is cruel to water to hold it still. The sea yearns to run, to dance, to follow the tides of the moon, but torn Nammon held it fast, binding its vibrancy behind walls. Love it, man. The sea still churns inside those seeds, restlessly beating against its bounds. Rock has squeezed its life, still and stagnant, but the sea remembers. I mean, we're putting some poetry into our games. I love it. Jeff is a friend, absolutely. Sky Bomoto. I've known that guy for decades. He was on EP. Porsico, thank you for the subscription. Oh, 11 months. You are the best, my friend. Thank you so much. I've already read this, so don't read it again. All right, here we go, you guys. Yeah, Jeff is a good guy. I know that it's pretty easy to get cynical about the Game Awards and the free-to-plays and the ads and all of that stuff, but, you know, Jeff was a supporter of EP long before he was on the show. We sent him our demo tape when he was writing articles for the Toronto Sun. He's a Canadian, as am I. And so he was one of the big game writers in Toronto. And we sent him promo material and I think an early demo of what we were planning for EP. And he wrote us a nice letter, and that letter and endorsement, and that became part of our pitch package as we went and talked with different networks and stuff. So he really understood what we were trying to do, and I've understood what he's been trying to do for his whole career. He is just like me. He really wants more people to care about games and to see this magnificent art form for what it is. It's the you know, you can't really power rank art, but it is, I think, the most profound art form that humans have created because it syncs up and borrows from every other medium, every other kind of discipline that we understand about art, and it adds a layer of interactivity that turns you into the star and the director of the experience at the same time. You know, it's really insanely incredible what we've done with video games. And that was from the get-go, but, you know, as technology has improved, I mean, there's a reason why people keep projecting this theory that we're all living in a simulation. It's because our games are so freaking cool. That's why. Same director and composer as Journey, so no wonder why it seems similar to Journey, Misojat says. Video games put music, movies, writing, sports, art all in one medium. Yes. I mean, look at what we're looking at here, you know? This could be a movie, and we could have some really cool moments and scenes, kind of like that Flow animated film, which won the Oscar last year. And I thought it was great, but I also thought people should play Stray, because you are the freaking cat in that, you know? I never said that actually before, but I was totally thinking, like, yeah, this looks pretty cool, but people should play video games, because, you know, they look amazing, and you're in control of it. Oh, Noya, it says, if we are in a simulation, I want to restart. Maybe you can. Maybe we can restart. Maybe there's a cheat code, man. Just gotta find that cheat code. Noya, just get here and take a hit of that. Just gotta find that cheat code. Okay, where are we going here? Stray was a beautiful stray dog. We need a Stray too. Tony Hawk. Oh, dude, you just solved it for me. It's half pipe action. I didn't even think like that. I was looking for like Prince of Persia moves or something. But it's Tony Hawk moves, man. Yeah, baby. Okay, here we go. All right. That's cool. This is gorgeous. Okay, the Wraith can now do tricks. Hold LB while in the air and press AXBY. This is a brilliant idea. Journey, but you're on a hoverboard. It's just brilliant. I know, and I missed some. Thank you, Miss Ojai. You never let me miss those things. That's what I love about you. You're very, very observant. And you're supportive of me getting all the stuff, which I appreciate very much. All right, here we go. Let's get up there. Woohoo! What am I, an asshole, Doc? It's your kids, Marty. It's your kids. I'm working on my Michael J. Fox. What am I, an asshole, Doc? Like, what do you mean? There's no road. How's that? It's a little Christopher Walken, I know. If you could get any game remastered to get a new squeal, I think you mean sequel, Dog Daytona. I sound like your teacher. I'm correcting your spelling. I want a Metal Gear Solid 1 remake from the ground up. I honestly... no, I will reserve that comment for something I will be talking about Friday, as a matter of fact. I was going to say something that I'm going to hold off on. Yeah, I butched it. Did you mean butchered? Dog date. Don't you worry. Legend of Dragoon, Sting Chameleon says. Metroid Prime 2 and 3 remastered. Boring answer, I know. I want Metroid Prime 2 and 3 on my Switch. I want every Metroid game, including Other M, which we, during the Gamescom stream, we all agreed Other M's a pretty fun freaking game. Needlessly maligned, but understandably maligned, because I know we didn't all agree. I think it's a really fun game, but a lot of people hate that game because of its storytelling. But I really like that game. Sky Bamoto says, I would love a Legend of the Dragoon remake. And Zane says, and affirms my desires, says, we will probably get Metal Gear Solid remake someday. Well, I think a lot about that opportunity / possibility is how well Metal Gear Solid Delta does. Jonathan Brown, the gameplay in Other M, addictive as hell. That was a fun freaking game to play. What's this? That was a Wii game. Yeah? That was a Wii game. So I wonder if they'll bring it to the Switch too. I wonder if Wii, which was pretty much just GameCube, right? But with the nunchuck and the Wiimote. But I wonder if they will bring Wii games to Nintendo Switch Classics. What do you guys think? Honestly, that was my reason why Switch 1 it is my favorite game of all time, favorite system of all time. It still is, because we're still early days on Switch 2, but I have a feeling Switch 2 will become my favorite system of all time. Is because it was an excellent collector of all eras of Nintendo. Not perfection, lots of gaps, but you could just trip through the years on that machine anywhere you wanted to. And I did all the time. I would play classics on flights and trains and stuff and all the new things. It blows my mind, right? It just accumulates all of it. It's not perfect, but it's pretty freaking great. And now we're expanding with it. Like playing GameCube and 16:9 on the Switch 2. And Chibi Robo, I think, is dropping tomorrow or something, right? So good. Phantom Dust was a cool game. King Happy Spoon. That did not come out. John Yumtoff is here. Thank you, my friend. Good to see you. So I jump on these jellyfish. This is awesome. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And so I've got extra leapers. I don't know if there's a wrong way to go, but I may be going the wrong way, so I honestly don't think there is a wrong way to go. There we go. Oh! How cool is that? This is gorgeous. Gorgeous! Oh my god. Like, every angle on this thing is a painting. So beautiful. You know what's cool about this? It's kind of Spider-Man-esque, and it's like there's no threat really. Like, you're not gonna die, which is one of the joys of the Spider-Man experience. Like, there's a lot of it's trial and error. The fights you can die in, but the exploration is a lot of it, you know, like crazy acrobatics and experimentation, and you're not really penalized, and I'm feeling that same kind of thing here. It's like Abzu in the air. That's the other game that Giant Squid, the developers, made. Abzu and the Pathless, both of which are very cool. I love the Pathless. The Pathless is a little Zelda meets, you know, like massive Fumito Ueda influence, it feels like. Little Zelda meets, not so much Shadow of the Colossus, a little more eco, I guess. But stripped down. Super minimalist, but gorgeous. Like this, and Abzu. What a great get on PlayStation Plus if you've got a PS5, or I think you can play this on PS4. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to that. What a great get. Sony, we need that handheld. Get in it. Get in the race. Xbox handheld was announced. Well, the dates, we knew it was coming. We know the dates. We know the price. It's probably going to go up. Thank you for those stupid tariffs. But I saw the Sony price go up. It's ridiculous what's happening. For what? Art style reminds you of Rime. Game streaming does work well on the Portal, absolutely. Xbox handheld, I'm going to reach out to Jonathan Brown asking, is the Xbox handheld going to be $2,000 in Canada? I'm going to reach out to ROG, to the Asus folks, and see if they can send me one. I definitely want to review it. I think I've got an MSI Claw coming soon. So it's going to be interesting times. Going to be looking at some different handheld systems. I don't look at all of them. Man, there are a lot of channels that do, right? Like, you know, it's interesting content, but I just think it's just exhausting. Like, when do you find time to play anything if you're just looking at hardware all the time? Because there's so many handhelds out there now. It's crazy. Like PC handhelds and all those emulator handhelds and everything. We used to have very little choice. Like, everybody was a fool to go up against the Game Boy. Now there is too much choice, man. There are too many things. But still, Sony's got to get in. For reals. Portal's great. For exactly what it does, it's a very cool device, but they got to get in for reals. John yumped up. But yeah, I'm psyched to check out the Xbox Ally X. I have the Ally X and I adore it. I think it's a great little handheld. I play on that as much as I play on the Steam Deck, and it's terrific. Asus did a good job. I liked the first Ally, but I had problems with it. I did a whole video on my issues with it and returned it. And but I like the look of it. I like the feel of it. Battery life I wasn't happy with, but I liked the way it was made. And then it started to crap out on me. The thing about the handhelds and why Xbox, I think, is a good partner for Asus is, like, you don't want to be fiddling. Like, you can get lost in the fiddling on a PC, especially if the battery life is counting down in your hands and stuff's not working properly. It's like, no one wants that. It's got to work right out of the gate. That's what's so great about the Steam Deck. But they improved the original Ally quite a bit, and then they vastly improved with the Ally X. Matt Marchand backs me up on that and says, I love my Ally so much, it has completely changed how I play video games. It's really cool. Like this movement that Nintendo started and Steam Deck kind of buffered. I know there were great handhelds before that, but I think it really started in earnest with the success of the Switch 1. People were like, "Whoa! You can plug the thing into a TV and keep on going. That's so cool!" And of course, it doesn't look as good as the state-of-the-art, super powerful PCs and consoles, but people will make some compromise for the convenience. J Bass, you are so kind. Thank you so much. EPN rocks. Thank you, Mr. Lucas. Journey was one of my favorite gaming experiences. Can't wait to play this. Same with me. I remember reviewing Journey with Steve Tilley. I think we did it at Fan Expo one year. And we were getting emotional talking about what Journey meant to us. Especially for lifers like Steve and myself who've been playing forever. And then along comes this indie team that builds something so, I don't know, profoundly moving in its beauty and its simplicity, and it sort of jumps onto an enormous stage. Might have been Flower as well, now that I'm reflecting, which was similar. It was same team, that game company. But it's a really cool leap forward for the medium to kind of pick up these. They're like poems you can play. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're so beautiful. And they're so antithetical to the twitchiness that we're sort of accustomed to playing in video games. There's nobody to shoot. It's just chill and enjoy and solve. It's wonderful. Loved Journey, loved Flower. Okay. Pathless is really cool. There's a lot of combat in the Pathless, though. Okay, so what are we doing over the Blade? The sea would need a champion, and its champion would need a weapon for the war that laid ahead. No ordinary weapon would do. The sea produced rocks that would not carve, metals that would not rust, wood that would not burn. The blade that came forth would never dull. The hilt would never chip. The finest weapon ever forged. But who would wield it? Link! Oh, wrong universe. Okay. Oh, is that me? That's me in the future? This is very Zelda-like right now. Okay, what are we doing? Portal players ask him what I think about the rumored Steam console. I don't think they should make a console. I think I'm honestly feeling that consoles should take more advantage of the enhanced capabilities of upscaling that seem to be becoming much more powerful. Because I feel like, it's really cool when developers have so much horsepower and so much technology that they can take advantage of it, and they can make stuff like Hellblade 2, stuff that just looks so insane, or Battlefield 6. But we're also dealing with a world where the budgets are getting out of hand and studios are crumpling, and it's just a tremendous amount of pressure, and so much of it is based around how heavy the graphics are. Hold on a second. My fam just put the alarm on, and it's going to start blasting. I got to turn it off. 1 second. Stop. So I've been thinking about that Steam console, and I don't think that's a good move for Valve. What are they doing? Stop turning the... I'm here. Don't turn the alarm on. I think the best move, and honestly, I think it's a big move for PlayStation for whatever they do next. I think these hybrid machines are incredibly cool. You know, we've got DLSS on Switch 2. We've got all kinds of really cool AMD upscaling technologies, frame gen technologies in these new handheld PCs. Stay on that tack, you know, and scope the games a little smaller, budget's a little smaller, but let people play these things wherever they want to go, you know? And even like the graphic horsepower that maybe some people demand, isn't there a way to sort of cloud serve that in a way? Like if people want, I don't know, crazy, I don't know. I'm not a game maker, but I don't know if this race to throw as much silicon and power into these home systems has I mean, look at the dev time on these big AAA games. You know, look how long we gotta wait. I think Steam Deck is insanely well positioned. The next Steam console should be a Steam Deck 2, and it should run way better as a thing plugged into a TV. It should really challenge what Nintendo has done. Because right now, it's still a little finicky. It should be seamless. It should be magic, like the way the Switch is. Polymega's pretty rad, isn't it, D Shamrocks? I know there's a lot of detractors. I know there's a lot of emulation fans out there and lots of ways to play classic stuff, but you know, like I've said in the videos I've put together and the interviews I've put together with Brian Burnell from, you know, the inventor of the device, if you have a library, if you have those discs and cartridges, and you want to be able to play those games and store those games on your machine, it's pretty freaking cool. Again, not perfect, but it's pretty freaking cool. B-Dog, when Steam Deck 2 comes out, it'll be ahead again. I think so. That's a big question. I gotta do an AMA. You guys always bring up awesome questions. I always go on huge tangents. And then I forget what I'm supposed to do in the games. I love it, man. You guys are awesome. You have fantastic observations and comments, and yeah, we gotta do like let's just chat stream. I don't think I've ever really done that before. I've always had like a show for you guys. Okay. What are we doing? Where are these fish going? Like, how are they just disappearing? I want to go down there too. Do I just cut it down there now? Where do I go? Why'd I come over here? Oh. Do I wake these guys up? No. Oh, I remember Fur Fighters and Turok, absolutely. PK99 says, looks like Bandai Namco doesn't know how to port to Switch 2. Switch 2 version of Dragon Ball is running basically same as Switch 1 version. Ouch. It is early days. I do hope that not only does Switch 2 development start to catch fire, like just awesome looking stuff, but people go back to their Switch 1 games and continue to enhance them. There's a gold mine there. You know, there's going to be a lot of Switch 2 players that didn't come in on Switch 1 for numerous reasons. And if they can have access to Switch 1 games that have been enhanced and are running really solidly, that's going to be a lot of money for people and a lot of value for players. Okay. Oh, there's a photo mode. I think the game is just like, just go. You'll figure it out. So I'm just gonna fly down here. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is cool, man. This is like, what if you had a hoverboard in Dune? Oh, I really hope Star Wars Outlaws is nice and cleaned up and runs well. That game has received a lot of hate, and a lot of it unjustified. Had some issues for sure, but it's a fun game. It's a really cool dive into the Star Wars universe. And, you know, it's sad that we have learned that Ubi's not going forward with any more on that game before it has come out for Switch 2. That's piss poor marketing or a terrible leak. But I enjoyed Outlaws, and I would have, you know, gratefully accepted more along the path. Journey vibes. Big time, Ruler of Inches. Great to have you here. It's very zen. I need to get up there, guys. So where do I go? Let's go over here. I gotta go jump off those jellyfish. That's a sentence I did not know I'd be saying today. Oh, I didn't make it. Okay. Okay, let's get up here. Doink. Doink. Doink! Video games! Alright, we are here. The flow is good, man. Oh, geez, I can't get there. Okay, I gotta try that again. I have no news on a new Rayman game, but I sure like that. I think with Michel Ancel, not with the company, he was like the heart of Rayman, right? That was his invention. It's probably a little slow going, and probably why we'll never see Beyond Good and Evil 2. Mortal Kombat 11 and Mortal Kombat 1 run great on Switch 2. That's awesome. The name of this game is Sword of the Sea, Mr. Mike Morgan. Is Michelle consulting on a new one? PK99? Is that what you're saying? Michelle Ancel? I think I need to get some kind of speed up thing or something. Oh, maybe I can bounce around from down this way. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Oh! Just missed it. But I didn't. It's forgiving. Yeah, baby! There we go. Got a chest. Oh, okay. I thought I was getting a new power. It plays exactly the way it looks, which is not easy to do. Did this hit Xbox today, or is it just PlayStation and PC? Or yesterday, launched yesterday. Sam I Am 111's asking, wasn't Michel Ancel consulting for UB as of 2024? I hope so. I hope you know, I don't know what the story is there, but I hope everything's cool. He is a pretty damn creative individual. And this is just PS5 and PC. This would be a great Switch 2 game, great Xbox game. Carry 5. Beyond Good and Evil 2 will forever be my... Maybe they'll announce it this year. Oh, man. A lot of those. Sometimes they disappear for like 10 years and they come back, which isn't always a good thing either. This is a trip, man. I'm in snow now. Robert Tolan's asking if Michel Ancel created Epic Mickey. No, that was Warren Spector. And I have played a little bit of Rebrushed. It's pretty damn cool. They did a good job at bringing back that game. The controls are much better. Runs fantastically well on the Steam Deck, as a matter of fact. Very smooth handling. Absolutely, Mr. Mike Morgan. B-Dog says this reminds me of Mario 64 riding the turtle and surfing on the first level. That's so cool. You know what I'd like to see come back? I don't know why I'm thinking of that right now, but Tribes was a really cool... I guess it was the low poly predecessor of Titanfall, but it was a cool concept. And so was the Activision released 1998 Battlezone. That was so freaking amazing, where they had some turn-based strategy or real-time strategy type elements and first-person shooter elements. You can get into any of the vehicles. Sam I Am 111 says Tribes rocked. Loved surfing down the slopes in that game. I guess that's what's making me think of that. A lot of those classic games that, yeah, like Destiny, or not Destiny, Descent, or Free Space, Descent Free Space. These wicked old PC games that were so much more creative than the technology allowed them to be, and yet they worked and were a lot of fun. Descent and Free Space 2, right? Remember the explosions in Free Space 2 the first time you saw them? Sam I Am 111? You're like, did they film a movie to make those explosions? Because that looks like a movie. Descent really gave Doom a run for the money back in the day. Big time. Okay, I think I got a new power, new ability, potentially a new button. Gorgeous. Yeah, Metroid Prime Remastered. John Luke Corpus. That's like the bellwether. That's like the, like, I wish there were a lot of amazing classic action experiences like that that were, I don't know, recrafted with the same level of polish as that game. This is cool. An orca got in the way of the camera. I love it. So, oh my god, I'm on the orca. Oh, that's cool. Where are you taking me, big guy? Where are we going? Oh, you could just get on a little ride. I was an orca rider. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, what you got here? What you got here? Cool. This game is hypnotic. I have seen the first 6 episodes, Robert Tolan. I reviewed it, I think, last week. I'm posting new episodes of Reviews on the Run on Fridays, so I'll be talking about this on Friday. But I have seen the first 6 episodes of Alien Earth, And what I realized about midway through the season is that it is unbelievably artistic and creative, and it's iconic is really what it is. It's such a fresh take on something so known and so familiar. Oh wow, so these huge waves came across the desert now. This is gorgeous. Good lord. It's so weird, it's so creepy, but it's so brilliant as well. And a lot of just wacky twists and turns are coming up. I can't wait to see how it ends, because there's only a couple more episodes, which I haven't seen. But the intensity, like in all these well-plotted shows, these successful shows these days, the crank gets turned, you know, and the pressure gets intense towards the end. The necropolis is bound only to its own rules. The fish swim through the air. The temples have no worshippers, and the water of this sea is not water. Ichor is the vibrancy of the gods, the very lifeblood that animates them. Ichor invigorates into a god at its birth and returns to the necropolis at its demise. Now the Ichor is bound into the ocean seeds. No gods may be born and none can die. The cycle is broken. Dun dun dun. Cool. Ooh, Tidbit Retro says, Vic, if you had to guess what Nintendo franchise will we see resurrected on Switch 2? Star Fox, F-Zero, something else? I think something's cooking with F-Zero, and I think we're going to get Star Fox as well. But F-Zero, with F-Zero 99, F-Zero GX being so prominently positioned as part of the marketing for Nintendo Switch 2, and the F-Zero games for GBA, which Nintendo dropped, I think, just like they did with Donkey Kong, it was like they started to drop all the Donkey Kong games. By the way, if you've never played Donkey Kong 94 for the Game Boy, it's on Nintendo Switch Online. It's one of the best video games that human beings have ever made. And you just got to stay with me here. Look into my eyes. I know they're tiny little beads right now, but look into my eyes. Trust me on this. Make space, make time to play Donkey Kong 94 for the Game Boy. If you've got it on your Game Boy, awesome. If you've got a Switch or Switch 2, you can play it on your Nintendo Classics Game Boy account, and you're going to freaking be blown away at how good it is. It is so good. Did I see C? I watched some of it. That's the Jason Momoa show, right? Miss Ojan, I watched some of it. We fell off. Oh, Sam I Am 111 saw something that's totally copyright infringing on Star Fox 64. Interesting. Same developers who made Flower. That's right. That's As the Worm Turns. Or some of the same team that made Flower from that game company. I think this is Giant Squid, who published and developed the Pathless, which was terrific. And that game company made Journey and Flower. But I believe they share dev. It is super smooth, isn't it, Jack Hopkins? So I think, to answer your question, Tidbit Retro, I think we're going to get F-Zero. This would be a terrible year to put an F-Zero game out, though, because of all the other racing things that are happening on Nintendo. I would say give it a year or two and then give us a brand new F-Zero game. And we only need one, man. We only need one F-Zero game for this generation of console. Just needs to be awesome. We're only going to get Mario Kart World. Hell, F-Zero might be a part of Mario Kart World. I mean, maybe that's what they're going to do, is maybe Mario Kart World is like a theme park, and there's like a F-Zero land that we can go to. There's cool stuff coming from Mario Kart World. I know everybody's writing it off and has moved on, but oh, They're just getting started on that game. And Fast Fusion to tide us over, that's a damn solid game too, absolutely. It would be rad, actually, if they, I've been saying this for years, if they did some kind of collab between Star Fox and F-Zero and brought those universes together, not just in Smash. This is amazing. Wow, is this all new in here? No, I've come through here, but I can drop off some more of these triangles. Hello. I have some triangles for you. Something cool happens. I need 180 more triangles. Let's go. Hello. Hello, my friend Orca. Oh, Crayon's got a good question. Do I think that do I hate that games are too handholdy these days? I actually don't. I feel like you have an amazing collection of antidotes to that with all the Souls-like games that are out there. Perhaps too many of those. But I feel like video games should be made so that people will finish them. And I think that a lot of people don't finish video games. And I think that that's so... I mean, I can't finish every freaking video game I play. I play millions of games in a year. But I think that's so sad because so many developers work so hard to make awesome endings. Like even, like 2% or something of Red Dead Redemption 2 players finish that game? It's not very high. And I think that's not a good thing. It'd be like people walking out of a movie at like the halfway point. Okay, I'm good. I saw enough movie. I'm leaving now. That would suck. So I think that games should appeal to people, but I certainly feel like difficulty settings and some kind of an ability to kind of gauge how people are playing and adjust things on the fly is a good thing. But I want more people playing, man. I think that's how we get, cooler ideas and bigger risks and huge surprises and a lot of diversity and choice, But yeah, I want people to be able to play their games. Like Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is an excellent example. That is a tricky game. It's not impossible. But it's also very forgiving in that you just restart at the checkpoint. You just go again, try it again, try it again, try it again. And if you have the temerity and the patience, you can get past it, You don't have to be amazing at platformers or hack and slash, run and gunners or whatever. You'll be able to get past it. But if you're having trouble with it, they also have all kinds of accessibility sliders in there as well. And it's one of the best games of the year. It's an amazing game. And I think a lot of people will finish that game, and that's encouraging to me. There you go, Adam Blue. So no, I'm not into this. Let's make everything super hard and limit the audience and frustrate people, and then have people jump out. Even on something that they love because they're stuck on something and just can't keep going forward. Whenever I do that, honestly, it's because I just don't have the time. I got to get on to the next thing to talk about, and I hate it. Like Elden Ring, I never finished because I would get to bosses and it's like, oh my god, I cannot beat this thing. I've tried it 50 times and since I've started, I have another 20 games that have come in that people want me to take a look at and talk about. So I got to slide over to something else, and that always breaks my heart. And this is my job, man. I can't imagine people with 40, 50-hour work weeks and kids and all kinds of other responsibilities, and games are a little tiny bit of escape, and then they're stuck on a boss and they just can't keep going forward, and all their friends have beaten the game and they're all talking about it, and how frustrating that must be, So yeah, even with Elden Ring, like I understand the artistic expression there, and I adore it, and I appreciate it and respect it. But I also feel like that game is so gorgeous and so special. There would be no harm done if there was some easier way to play some of that stuff. Oh man, thank you so much, Hollywood Sadness. Victor will never finish Gradius Collection, though. I don't finish games and TV shows because I don't want the story to end. I finish movies, though. That's an interesting perspective, Goon Goon. Yeah, sometimes you do want to just savor it all the way, right? You don't want it to end. I get that big time. Hollywood Sadness, this game is gorgeous. And thank you for rating. Thanks for being here. That's so cool. This is a nice treat for PlayStation Plus subscribers. It's a beautiful pickup. I'm playing on Steam, and for those that just joined, I'm just going to let you guys know what I'm playing on. It is the new EP reference machine. 1 second here. I got to tilt over to this thing. It is this beautiful baby. It's a Razer 18. This was provided by Intel Canada. It's a Intel Core 9 275HX. NVIDIA RTX 5090 laptop GPU, so it's not a desktop GPU, but it can run stuff in ultra settings, which is amazing. 18-inch screen, THX Spatial audio, and yeah, this is a beast of a system. So I'm streaming off of it and playing from it. I've thrown a lot of stuff at this thing so far in the week or so that I've been monkeying with it, and impressed as hell. I had a 3070 desktop PC that was working fine, but it was struggling sometimes. So this came just at the right time. Playable Lego Batman demo at Gamescom. That is legit, PK99. That's the major FOMO that I have about Gamescom. I don't have FOMO about standing in lines, because I'm seeing a lot of photos of people trying to get to Silksong, and the lines are crazy, and they haven't even opened it to the public yet. But playing Lego Batman, hell yeah, I want to do that. I go way back with Lego Batman. Actually, we worked with Warner Brothers on the making of the first Lego Batman game. Went to TT Games in Manchester and met all of the team members that were sort of putting that world together. Remember how cool that one was? Those games have been good right from the beginning. It is an 18-inch monitor, Minor Offense. It's amazing. Yes, this laptop is not inexpensive, and it was provided as part of a partnership for me to tell you guys something. Let me do that. I did it at the beginning of the stream, but I'll do it again right now, because you'll want to know this. Actually, there's two things I want to tell you guys. First of all, Intel Gamer Days kick off next week from August 25th to September 7th. You go to their URL, game.intel.com/gamerdays. They've got all kinds of deals. They're working with tons of partners, so you can get stuff on sale, computers, cards, and there's some OEM deals as part of it too. So things like Battlefield 6 will come with whatever you purchase, which is pretty damn cool. But the other thing is we have an opportunity for you to potentially win this graphics card. It's an Intel Arc B850, and this is Intel's GPU. So if you need a new GPU, you should enter the contest. It's open to Canadians only, excluding Quebec. Apologies to our friends in Quebec. But go to facebook.com/electricplayground to read the rules, and you can enter in the comments. It's pretty straightforward. We're getting quite a few entries, and on September 7th at the end of Gamer Days, we will pick a winner from our entries and get that sent out to people. I saw this on PS Plus Extra and was definitely curious about it. Bumtingle69 is here, guys. We should announce that. I should have like an English butler that pops in. Bumtingle69 has entered the party. I think that should happen. But yes, you should check this out on PS Plus Extra. So far, have been loving this. Minor Offense is already entered. Very nice. Oh, and Sam I Am 111 has suggestion if you're into Star Fox 64, that's me. You should look into X Zodiac. That is really cool. We have a Discord. I don't know if anybody can post the link to our Discord, but I know one of the things, John Yomtov has been telling me about that. On the EPN Discord, people share their buried treasures, and they point to different games that people should check out. Because I am but one mere mortal, and I play a lot and stream a lot, but I certainly don't have the chance to try and play and talk about everything. So that if you want an awesome community and connect with lots of other like-minded people that love the video game industry and love all aspects and different types of game ideas out there, you should join up on our Discord. I don't have it handy, but if somebody can copy and paste it, I will share it again too. But join the EPN Discord and you'll be able to stay hooked up with these fine folks all the time. Okay, let's go in here. Oh, there's somebody in there. Let's see what's going on. Oh, I only have 10. Okay. Is that a new area back there, or did I come from here? Oh, I came from here. Okay, we're back here. Yeah, that's so cool. All right. Now, would they provide a map? I don't think they do. I think this is all just explore and experience this game. That's what this is about. PK99 wants another Star Fox Adventures or Assault. Oh, crazy. Okay, so we can use the kelp as an elevator. What a trippy game this is. Okay. Cool. Sweet. Game I'd like to throw on this laptop is Black Myth Wukong. Oh, I forgot I can do all kinds of stunts and tricks. I haven't been doing that. Got to do something here to raise the sand. Something's got to go up. Oh, here we go. So these are like area effect chunks of the environment. John Luke, thanks for being here. Take it easy, my friend. I know, right? PK99? It's like Star Wars, PK99 says, looking at the footage for Lego Batman, the new one, it's like an Arkham game, but with Lego. And I think that's precisely what they did. Star Wars Skywalker Saga was a straight-up third-person action-adventure across all of the Star Wars environments. Cutesy, but it was way closer to like a straight-up action-adventure than Lego had ever been before. It's an amazing game if you've never played that. I know people are exhausted on Star Wars, and I get it. But that was an amazing love letter to Star Wars. They did a great job with that. So I interviewed one of the lead designers on that game, Mike Conslavy. I hope I'm saying his name right. From TT, just before the game had come out. It was a lot of fun. And I was coming up with ideas of what they might be working on next, and I can't remember if I said Batman. Are you guys making a huge open world Batman thing? Because that would be rad. But he got very evasive during that chunk of the interview, I can tell you that. And one of the ones that I thought about, which I don't think they will ever do, although they've done a little dabbling in this space, is a Lego James Bond. Could you imagine that? But, you know, obviously their properties skew to kids, and James Bond isn't quite ready for children, teenagers. But a Lego James Bond, who wouldn't want that? And I think the challenge that they have now, because Lego's partnering with all kinds of other different companies, is that the THX with their licensed game chops, they're going for broke. They're like every other big kind of AAA studio out there right now. They're batting for home runs and that's it. And so I think they just would go big, right? And so I don't think the budget would be there for a big Lego James Bond game, but that would be incredible. Lego EPN set when? Oh, I'm tempted to pull that. My kid made a little Lego version of me when she was really young, and it rests on top of the fridge that I have down here. But I don't want to move it because I don't want any piece to come off of it. But she put a little EPN sweater on me, and it's so freaking cute. It was a birthday gift. You know, when you I don't know if I've got any parents watching the stream right now, but when your kids take the time to make you something, nothing beats that, man. So I've got a few different creations around here. Well, you can see one of them. Actually, no, you can't. It's up on the fridge too. But she's something else, you guys. All right, where are we going here? Okay. Oh! Lego Aliens. Now you're talking. They should almost let developers... You know how they have the Lego Imagination? And then they make the sets? I think James Bond... Like, you can get the Aston Martin DB5 in Lego, which I have. I love. I'm working on a big Lego set right now, too. You'll see it soon in Reviews on the Run. Wouldn't it be cool if game developers and people with great ideas could kind of pitch Lego on building a game, and then Lego checks with licensors and sees if they can go in a different direction with that? Wouldn't that be amazing? I'm not using an 8-bit dough one. Excellent question. Minor Offense is asking what controller I'm using. I'm actually using one of my favorite controllers. It's an Xbox Series controller, but it's one of the custom ones, and it's all Batman colors. So it's blue on the back, dark blue on the back, light gray on the front, so classic Batman colors. That's the yellow around the bat symbol, and it has Batwing inscribed on the bottom. I love this controller. Arc Scott, it is a pretty game. It's running in ultra mode on this PC too. Like, I don't know how much prettier it can get than this. It's not streaming in 4K. I'm playing it in 1440, but superb. There's an open world Lego Batman Minor Offense. Or are you thinking of something else? Gordon Muse. You got it. You got my theme song. Journey has come up a little bit, GVs. I have learned, Sam I Am has asked if I've ever used the controller like a Batarang when I'm raging. I have learned not to destroy my controllers. I'm going to plead the fifth on whether or not I've ever destroyed a controller. I have. But I don't do that anymore. These things are not cheap, and then it's like instant regret, you know? Instant regret. There's no form of satisfaction that comes from destroying your gaming peripheral. Don't do it. Oh! I like it because I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do or where I'm supposed to go, but that's the game. That's the game. Where the hell am I supposed to go? .com. What is happening? Okay. Ooh, let's go down in here. Oh, I did come through here. Gorgeous. Woohoo! I'm gonna give you 42 triangles. There you go. Sweet. Lego Resident Evil. I don't know if that would ever happen, Red Dog. But somebody should pitch that, right? Like, why doesn't Capcom have the ability to pitch that? And then, I mean, people would sign up for that. Are you kidding? Lego Last of Us? That would be so freaking cool. Where the hell am I.ca? Did you just buy that URL, Dartaz? Oh, sweet. Making magic! Oh, Lego City Undercover was so special. Such a cool thing. What are you talking about, Miss OJ? Oh, Horizon Lego. They did do that. They did the Lego Horizon game. It was not good. Sony published it. It's out on Switch. It's a PlayStation Switch game. An Egyptian-themed God of War. Is that what's apparently coming up next? That's the first time I'm hearing that, Sky Bamoto. That sounds amazing. A Lego Metal Gear Solid. Oh my god, you guys are cooking. That would be awesome. I streamed that Lego Horizon game. Oh, I have the Lego long neck as well. Somebody sent that to me. I can't remember. One of the EP viewers sent one to me, and I put it together. Or maybe Sony did. I'm not sure. But it was cool. It's a great Lego piece. But the game was not a great Lego piece. And Sony's a third-party publisher. Aren't we all waiting for PlayStation to say, you know what? Spider-Man's for everybody. I mean, I know Sony people are going to get upset that they're going to put those incredible Insomniac games on Xbox and Nintendo, but that's just going to be a hell of an awesome day for video games. Spider-Man's for everybody. I want everybody to play those Insomniac Spider-Man games. They're such, pun intended, spectacular showcases for the art form of this medium, you know. And if they all launch in the same year on everything that this new Spider-Man film is coming out in, and it's looking more and more like that's going to be wonderful as well. Awesome, man. Awesome. The Spider-Man games, yeah, I know, but aren't those games? I mean, for me, those Insomniac Spider-Man games, those are like eternally replayable. I'm always going back to them. I think I've downloaded them all to this machine, actually. Sony owns the, yes, they bought the video game rights. They have the video game and the movie rights. And I think they licensed them to Activision, but then saw the opportunity to turn Spider-Man into a PlayStation-only character. But it's so reductive. It's so not good for the character. You know, not fair for the character, who is one of the most likable concoctions ever. I want everyone to play forever. Yes. I did not know when I came up with that cute little motto that it would be like my credo, you know, like my ethos. That I literally would like try to play forever. I did not know that. Ayuma. In the beginning, all was Ayuma, and Ayuma was all. But when they split into Farah and the spirit realm, all of Ayuma was lost. Almost. Whispers and rumors still speak of traces of the progenitor that remain in hidden alcoves in secret places. Ayuma silently watches. In some dark corners of Farah, you may find that telltale spiral, and when you see that celestial glow, Ayuma also sees you. Credits. This is cool. Scissors is gonna get a play forever tattoo. Oh my god, if you do that, please. I mean, don't hurt yourself. But if you do that, please take a photo and I will share that everywhere. Oh, M2 Original. It is my distinct honor to be able to do what I do, because people like you have watched, and I appreciate you very much. And my thoughts on the Virtua Fighter return of the... I love Virtua Fighter. I have insanely cool memories of having my mind blown in the arcade and then having it on the Saturn, and did not like the Genesis version. I thought that was a superfluous published title. I know people... That was the only machine they had, and they were open to it, but it was such a... it was Virtua Fighter 2 that they brought to the Sega Genesis, and it was just so compromised. But it was a just an amazing series, and I love the characters. I can't remember them all. That's one of the tough things with all these fighting games. It's like I know the archetypes and some of the designs and stuff, but their names I can't remember all of them. But I love Virtua Fighter. And yeah, there is definitely a place. I love this resurgence that we're in with fighting games, so, you know, absolutely room for an awesome new Virtua Fighter game. Very excited. Oh, that's happening. Absolutely, Darth Taz. K16's testing their job security. Please don't get in any trouble watching EP. Lego Virtua Fighter. The graphics are halfway there, it's true. Some chonk. I want Soul Calibur to come back in like the grandest way possible. That is, I think, still my favorite fighting game, but that might change after the Arc System Marvel game comes out. That thing looks insane. I cannot wait. I can't even remember what it's called. It's just Arc System Marvel. But that game looks amazing. I'm a big fan of what Arc Systems does. Power Stone rules, yes, absolutely. Playing that in the recent Capcom Fighting Collection 2 was kind of a revelation. Like, I really appreciated those games back then, but... Ooh, look at this, man. Oh, you actually can fall off the world. Okay. An actual crossover between Tekken and Virtua Fighter sounds good to me, K16. Sounds tricky, though. Love Dead or Alive as well. Hollywood Sadness. Great callback. Yeah, Power Stone is kind of like the predecessor to Smash. in a way, you know, like lots of shared design in those titles. Okay, what are we doing here? This was Ayuma. Now, can I jump from here? No. I gotta activate something. What happens if I go down here? Am I gonna die? Yeah, okay. Alright. You gotta test the systems, guys. Are you guys players that just like come to the edge of something and just leap right off? That's the joy of video games. I remember when SSX launched on, that's apropos for this game, launched on PlayStation 2. I've said this story before, so forgive me if you've heard it, but we were living in the suburbs of Vancouver, and we had more basement space. We currently live in the city proper of Vancouver, and I do have a basement, but not tons of space. But we had more basement space, and so instead of a television, I bought my wife and I a projector, and so I was playing everything on a projector and reviewing the games, and it was like just huge. It was so stupid. It was so big, and but SSX came in, early days, launched PS2 games, a new era, you know, like way higher fidelity, much better resolution. And SSX made me want to freaking barf. Like I got full-on vertigo playing the game. I was leaping off the mountain like, oh my god, I don't know if I can deal with this. It was so intense. Got used to it. Loved it. Does Smash predate Power Stone? Ooh, minor offense. I'm not sure. Oh, Zach N9. Johnny and I talk about collabs all the time. We just have to figure out timing, and it's all just got to kind of sync up. It sounds easier than it is. It just, you know, like we have to play something at the same time together, and that doesn't always sync up. Or spend a day and go and see something and then shoot the review. And so, you know, we'd like to do it more. I love hanging with him, but it feels like the best way to do it because we both have our own kind of our own vibes, our own distinct vibes on our channels, and we like we don't share a channel. Maybe one day we will do that again. But yeah, I love working with him. I love the repartee with him. Like we're a couple of brothers, you know? It was Bear Safi that introduced us, and we hit it off right away, and I love creating stuff with him. But right now, we kind of look for the right thing to do together, and to hang out and shoot together. So we will do that again. Stay tuned. I don't know what it will be just yet, though. To the Googles. Yeah, Power Stone came out a month before, or Smash Brothers came out a month before Power Stone. Okay, interesting. So I wonder if Capcom or Nintendo got word of each other's. They had to sync. Sorry, I'm reading and trying to put my words together. I wonder if either Capcom or Japan got word of what the other was working on, and so we need a game like that. Wouldn't be the first time, or the last. Oh, Dartaz, I don't know, man. I don't know. I got Metal Gear and Gears of War are kind of on deck for the next two big ones that I've got. So I haven't thought far enough ahead for Borderlands 4. Tommy's a Midnight Gamer's asking what's Tommy up to these days. Believe it or not, Tommy is all but professional. He might even be pro at this point. A professional backgammon player. He got into it because his dad loved it, and he's played it all his life. And then over the last couple of years, he's been going to competitions and been kicking butt. And now he's been playing in tournaments. He's had a couple of tournaments in Monaco. Played in a tuxedo and the whole thing. I know it sounds crazy, but he is an amazing person for being, you know, focused on something and just trying to get it through to completion and, you know, working his ass off to make a thing come true. You know, I saw it over and over again. And he's still touring with Video Games Live as well. Oh, there you go. Smash Brothers is heavily inspired by the Namco game, The Outfoxies, which came out in 1995. Interesting. All right, where are we going now? What are we doing? You can see a lot more of the world. Let's go this way, yeah. There is no icon, there's no arrow, there's no map. Just chillax, dude. Just go with it. Ooh, what's this? Have I used this already? Ooh, attain the high score within the time limit. Okay, this is new. Chain tricks to raise your combo, land successfully to multiply your score, vary your tricks for the most points. Okay, we haven't seen anything like this. Activate the hourglass to start the event. The high score is 8,000. All right, here we go, guys. Okay, go! I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just tapping buttons. Go! This is not easy, man. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. Got halfway there. Let me try that again. Okay, here we go. Quite know what I'm doing. I'm just sort of... No. Almost the same. So let me just try a couple of... Let's try that. Let's see what we can do here. Last time. Okay. Let's see. It's so lush, this game. Whoa, look at that. Look at how high I am. That's awesome. Woo. Nope. Nope. I still don't quite know what I'm doing with the tricks. No, I'm just mashing. All right, let's go back out. I'll learn some tricks on the go here. There's no rail grinds in this. That's what's screwing me up. And Silk Song's gonna be Shadow Drop tomorrow. It's crazy how much stuff is happening at the same time. Was that Ayuma up here? I think so, right? Yeah. Where should I go? Let's go this way. Love the Tony Hawk remasters, the remakes, both so damn good. They need to fix the Tony Hawk 1 for Nintendo Switch so that it runs much better on Switch 2. I mean, this looks like it's daring me to just go. I'm just gonna do it. Let's see. Am I supposed to land on the, No, okay. Don't go. It's not daring me. Read that wrong. Game? Where am I going? Okay, something else. One other direction here I'm supposed to be going. Oh, maybe the dolphin are pointing me to something. No, I'm just running into the rocks. Okay. That's the challenge that I was just in, right? Yeah, okay. Howdy, Wilden. First console and game I ever played on. My mom was so rad, you guys. Like, she actually was in computer. She worked in the 60s, she worked in a bank in, I think, Montreal, and she worked on the card computers and was like the smart computer lady in the bank. And so when I started to show some interest in that stuff, it was Pong. It was like the early stuff, and like the earliest machines were like variations of Pong. You know, you could have Pong or hockey, which meant two paddles or something like that. And like she would pick those up for us, and so we had a couple of like early systems. I don't think we ever had the Magnavox Odyssey or anything like that, but we had some like they might have been off-brand Pong type machines, but in the 70s, you know, even though I'm only 35, in the 70s we had like Pong stuff, and then the Atari 2600 came out, and I was absolutely floored. That was it. I was gone. I was a goner for games, and I started to collect them like crazy. I had a paper route, and would spend a lot of money on video games. I was at the arcades all the time. I was the kid that had a lot of games, and people would come and hang out at our house every weekend. And my mom would say, "Look, you guys are on these things all the time. I think you should start paying for electricity." And she never carried out that threat, thankfully. But she totally got that, you know, games were an obsession. And lots of good memories playing with buds and learning some of those classic machines and classic games. But yeah, it was Atari 2600. That was it. And then I had a ColecoVision, which was a huge step up. Got that Vectrex back there in the 80s. Loved it. Waited till it was on sale, though. Waited till Milton Bradley went out of business, basically. Or the Vectrex went out of business, and then I picked it up for a song. Never got into Intellivision, which is a little bit ironic. Tommy and I fought about that quite often. And then I got into the Atari computers, 400 and 800. Loved those games. I still remember a summer playing Dr. J versus Larry Bird one-on-one against a buddy. We were hanging out all the time playing that game. Oh, look at this. Something majestic is going to happen. But I would read like Antic and Atari Age and all kinds of like classic. Got new spin tricks. Okay, the Wraith can now do spin tricks by holding LB down. Okay. So I wonder if I'll do better on that trial. Yeah, I was obsessed. So and I still have like lots of 80s video game magazines from when I was a kid, and then I got into all the video game magazines through the 90s. Was reading tons of them, spending $300 a month on video games. I would love games for all the machines that I owned. I'd go to the game store and I would buy one for my Lynx and my Game Boy and my Genesis and my Super Nintendo. So I was, in a way, I always was consuming games the way that I became a reviewer of them, you know? I have enjoyed every genre and every system and, you know, just the totality of it. I've always just been, I don't know, super floored by the imagination of game makers. And even when they were just like primitive little dots on a screen, I recognized that they were connecting with me and with my friends on an emotional level, and how insane was that, you know? Like, it was like this little block on the screen matters to me. Like playing River Raid on the Atari 2600 and trying to get as far up the river as possible, and it was just incredibly challenging. Loved it. Or Enduro or Robot Tank. Lots of good games back then. Oh, John Yomtov, we may know very, very soon on the Prime 4 release. What's happening, John? John Yomtov is like CNN on the EPN streams. He's always got some information about what's going on out there. Adam Blue enjoys the gaming stories. You rock, man. Thank you so much. Thanks for the super chat, pal. That rules. How expensive were your childhood systems at that time in Canada, Zach N9? They were expensive. Games have always been a prohibitively expensive thing, and my mom was, you know, she was on welfare. We didn't have a lot of money in it, and she raised us by herself, and so I had a paper route, and then 3 of them eventually, from a very early age, and I was making my own money, and games and comic books were what I chose to spend that money on. And you know, my mom was so freaking cool, guys. Like, she bought me a comic that I really wanted for Easter one year. She didn't load me up on a whole bunch of chocolate Easter eggs. She went to the comic shop and bought the comic that I'd been craving. How rad is that, right? But games were like $50, and consoles were a couple $100 to $300. I remember the Neo Geo was just out of my price range. We were on Discovery Science in the States, Noya. And in Canada, we were on, so that was in 2001. The episodes that are actually in EP Classic right now, there's Season 6 and Season 7. We're in Season 6, Episode 10, premiering this Saturday on our YouTube channel at 9 a.m. Pacific. And join us, because we're all in the chat. It's amazing. But that is from our 2001 episodes, and we were with Discovery Science then, so right before that. And then prior to Discovery Science in the States, we were syndicated on stations across the western chunk of the States. So Discovery became our first network for EP. Am I Hungarian, my background? I've never been asked that before. No, my background is a mix of French-Canadian and English. And I think a little Parisian, or a little, like, actual European French. Oh, wow. ESRB has been rated. Okay. Yeah, I know it's coming out this year. Game Dev Mount Rushmore. Oh my God. I think that's an AMA question. I think that's a... Let's sit down and plot that out a little bit. Miyamoto's on there. I think Hideo Kojima's on there. We'll just say those two for now. Might be all Japanese people. Wouldn't that be wild? The thing about Japanese development studios, that's a great question, John Yamtop. You really got my mind reeling right now. But the thing about Japanese development is that they have no qualms about isolating the auteurs that make video games. They don't all want all the credit, and there's a bit of a tendency towards being, not shy, but a little reserved around too much acclaim for any one individual. But they definitely appreciate the director in Japanese studios in a way that I think some North American studios are very hesitant to do, because it can affect the power balance and the way that everybody cooperates with each other in a studio. And I've seen that happen firsthand. Like, it is a tricky thing, right? It's such a collaborative medium, and if one person is getting all of the accolades and all of the attention, it can really spin things out of control. But in Japan, I think there is this real respect given to a team member that's pushing forward on a vision, you know? Well, I think it's emblematic of the way Japanese game developers, Bone Champ for Life is saying, doesn't that happen with movies too? Yes, it happens, but I think there has been this hierarchical kind of acceptance of the importance of the film director. And so, it all sort of rests on that person to deliver. And they get a lot of the blame and a lot of the rewards if it's a success or a failure. And I think, this is just me speculating here, but I think Japanese game makers maybe have had this respect for the way that Hollywood has done it and have tried to emulate some of that. Not just Hollywood, the filmmaking communities all over the world. But I think that's a trickier thing to do with games. And you'll notice even like legends like Ed Boon a big part of why Ed Boon is a legend is because one of the first things that he does in every interview and in every social media blast about the work that he's involved in is that he shares the glory with team members all the time. You know, he's always naming them, he's always pointing them out, and you know, consequently, people love working with him. Oh, Ark Scott, thanks for being here, man. I hope you had an amazing time at Canada's Wonderland there. That's so dope. I'd love to be on the Jaffe stream. Absolutely, I love talking with him. It's you know, it's interesting. It's kind of reminiscent of some of the conversations I would get into with Tommy. You know, he's such a different energy than me, but I have so much mad respect for David. He's so smart, and he's got a really fiery perspective and all kinds of creative wisdom and respect for you know, the efforts and the energies that it takes to make things, and he's a fan of stuff, and yeah, I love talking with him. Great dude. Oh, Midnight Gamer with the big question. I'm doing an AMA. That's it. It can't be tomorrow. I'm working on some other stuff, but maybe next week. I'm trying my best, you guys, to plot out the weeks. That's why I'm dropping reviews on the Run episodes on Fridays, and I'm streaming a lot more. But you guys have questions, and I'm seeing that, and I want to. I want to do that, so I'll have to do it. I'll do an AMA. I'll schedule it, and hopefully you guys can all be there. Okay, all battles are ruinous, but not all wars have victors. So it went with the Wanderer and the forces of the sea, battled Tor Namun and his wraiths of red fire. The ocean creatures were noble, fighting to preserve the cycle. The gods, with their legion of metal wraiths, fought only for immortality. The wraiths of red fire were extinguished, but the sea was dried to dust. All battles are ruinous, but not all wars have victors. This is great, man. Good writing. I'm enjoying the mysterious narrative that's peeking out. This is really cool. How do I make time for every single EP Classic episode on Saturdays? So far, it's been good. I've had some interesting trips and stuff where I've had to kind of watch it on the phone and stream it from the phone. The show goes by fast, and I'm as excited to check these things out as I hope you are too, K16, and anybody who's ever wondered that. So it's really fun for me to watch them, and you got to remember, this is the first time I'm watching them with people that have watched the shows, and it's I'm really freaking proud of that work. Like the team and I we worked our asses off to make those shows, and every week I'm reminded of that, and I'm also reminded of why it's so exhausting to see so much just negative garbage on social media, and I'm not pointing fingers at anybody, but I just see a lot of people that make content. It all seems so ephemeral and so negative. And when I watch the classic EPs, it's like, wow, man, we didn't know we were making something that 30 years later it would still be a lot of fun to watch. And I feel a lot of pride that we do. And I feel like a lot of people that are making stuff now, I know that we live in a faster time now, and there's more things than ever to grab our attention. But I if you look at a channel like GameSack, that is a hell of a channel. The effort that Joe puts into every video that he puts out there is just so commendable. And all of those videos are going to be rewatchable forever and ever and ever. Now, we can't all do that, and I don't think YouTube is really the place for that. YouTube is just like this big, giant, hungry machine. It just wants new things all the time. But there's something to be said about not just throwing poison out there. the pride and the gratitude that I have for being able to look at some of the, look at the young version of me, the younger version of me doing that stuff, and it makes me feel good. I want that for everybody. I want people that are making stuff now to think ahead a little bit, you know? But we're not in that kind of world right now. Right now we're in a world where it's immediate gratification. It's put it out there and deal with the consequences, and hot take city all the time, and everything sucks. And that sucks. Yeah, and Bone Champ for life. Honestly, like the damage that must be doing to people's, you know, health has got to be profound as well. To like, I don't know how people do it. Frankly, I don't know how people get up and just try to see the worst in things. I think about that too with all the political stuff that's out there as well. Like, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be reported on, but oh my God, I mean, we're all watching the world and many awful things happening in the world, and it's affecting us. But like, imagine what it must be like that's your job every day, you know, and to get into Twitter fights with people, and like that's your whole thing every day. Like, ouch, man, that is not good for the brain. At the same time, if you're in that space, now's not the time to be silent about stuff. K16. Yeah, I've always been a little conscientious about the food that I've eaten. Thank you for that nice comment. But yeah, that's something else that I kind of recognize too. Like, I don't feel different from back then, and I definitely do look different. You know, I'm playing with a few days of scruff today, because I've been busy with some other things. But yeah, take care of yourself. I mean, it's you get one. You know, we aren't living in a video game. You get one kick at it. Take care of yourself. The great dolphin is the sea's freedom, swimming independent and powerful and vibrant. The dolphin has no use for limits. The immortal forces of Tornamun defied the cycle and defied the sea and bound the sea tightly. Yeah, new Prince of Persia game. I have it. I have the early access, and I've dabbled with it. It's a little like Dead Cells, and it's cool. But I haven't really, you know, when it's in early access, I don't usually spend tons of time with them. And bound the sea tightly. But I heard that the new Rogue Prince of Persia is pretty cool. The great dolphin fought and fought, but Tornamun drained the sea. The dolphin was petrified, deprived of its chance to swim. Okay, here we go. Darth Taz reminding everybody that there is no negative garbage in the EP Discord server. Yeah, I think part of it is the, you know, I mean, it is the way people stand out now. You know, people get obsessed with negativity, and there's a lot to be upset about in the world for sure. And the algorithm feeds the negativity. A lot of studies on that. But I think if you have a little perspective, you can kind of recognize that that ain't a great way to live your life, you know? Whether you're consuming it or making it. Oh no! Oh no! There's another... Oh, maybe it's over here. This is so cool. I'm loving streaming this because I am able to kind of zen out and do a AMA light right now. But I imagine this is also an extraordinary, you know, kind of lean in on your own escape as well, you know, like Journey is. And Shadow of the Colossus. You guys all play Shadow of the Colossus? Oh, what a game. Alright, come on now. How do we get up there? There's where I gotta go. Oh. Oh no. This is marvelous. I think if you've got PlayStation 5 or PlayStation Classic or whatever it's called, the PlayStation Plus, you gotta get it. This is really cool. There we go. I gotta go up here. There it is. Ooh, Sam, I am 111, yeah. Yeah, that's an interesting perspective on the angry gamer. Yeah. I mean, we may have contributed to it a little bit, too, with our reviews, because, you know, we just spoke our minds freely. And, I mean, Tommy storming off in the high heat baseball. You know. Yeah, I mean, we would spout things too. It's not like we're little angels about the way that we expressed ourselves. We certainly weren't like studied critics or anything like that with university degrees in what we were doing. But the other side of that was my, you know, clear obsession. I mean, this is my life's purpose now, you know, like this is what I wanted to do. I'm doing it. And also Tommy was making games, you know, like that was the difference. We weren't just two angry guys. We wanted and still want the best for the games industry and the best out of the games that we were playing. But it's possible that, you know, Tommy and I fighting about something was some kind of an influence to just be super angry in a YouTube video or something. Or Scott and I fighting about something. I don't know. But I'm certainly not... I feel like there's been recently like a big move away from that. Like a lot of people recognizing the stupidity of making everything poisonous every day, which is good. Like there's been an awareness that now let's not just hate everything and every company and every executive and you know. People are just trying, man. Especially like we got this threat of AI just coming in and just doing like mass change in the world. Like, I think we should try to have a little more patience with humans while we're still doing the work. Okay. Oh yeah, no, we were never like that, especially like the time that we gave to game. I mean, that the show was for game makers. That's what EP was. It was to honor their work. It was to go and meet them and try to get to understand what they were doing for us. I can't remember what we said about Pokemon. That was not too long ago. I remember thinking that was pretty damn cool back in the day. And I like that Switch one. That was a fun game, too. Howdy 40. I mean, the idea is play forever, right, man? Like, it is a... I mean, how lucky are we to have seen the evolution of the medium and been around for so long, and to see a lot of these dreams become achievable, and to be here and still be entertained by all of this stuff, you know? And to still see the magic of it. Not to be, I don't know, so desensitized or cynical about it all, and I think that exists in the space too, you know. The whole debate about whether the guys in Mafia, the old country, should be swimming or not. Come on. And what we also everybody here, ahoy, Booba Fett, good to see you. What everybody here, everybody watching this right now, we all also appreciate, which is profound, is that old games are still really frickin' fun. Classic things are still a blast to play. Like I was raving about Donkey Kong 94 earlier in the stream. Like, it's just so cool to be able to dive back into the past and still have a really fun time with it. The grotto appears a thriving city, homes, markets, places of worship, but no Pharons ever walked its paths. The grotto was only ever for the gods, a city to preside over in death, as they once did in life. The city was known by many names. Now it is only the lost grotto. But was it ever found? Oh! Oh, I've done this already. Here we go. Ooh. Oh, I got a big chunk of triangles right there. The game's a blast, Booba Vet. it's really trippy. Like, I don't quite know what I'm supposed to do right now. But I'm having a really good time. Okay. I think that's the idea, is get lost. Explore. Test things out. Okay. Opening some doors. It's very forgiving. It's not Tony Hawk where, you know, Tony Hawk's got the time limit, but there's really there's no traffic out to get me or anything like that. So far, there was some kind of mysterious figure that popped up a little while ago, and I don't know what's going to happen if they confront me again here. Oh, geez. Okay, there we go. You get like a double jump. It's one of these games that really wants you to keep going, you know, and see what it has in store for you. There we go. One more of those to light up. Yeah, let me figure out when that's going to be, Darth Taz, but that's a great idea. There we go. Booba Vet for the substreak. Thank you so much, and thank you for bringing that to my attention, John Yumtop. You guys rule. Dave the Canadian is here. Good to see you. A lot of Canadians named Dave. It's a very popular name in Canada. All right, the door is open. Let's go through the mysterious pathway into what? We don't know, but let's jump on the jellyfish. Let's go. Huge Journey vibes. I need to have the water vapor around me here. Okay, what's going on here? There we go. Find out a little more lore. The champion, the sword of the sea, had been forged. The finest weapon Farah had seen. But who could wield it? Who could be the sea's champion? The champion could not be a mere sea creature. They must be able to take the battle to land, to the root of fire. The champion could only be a Farin. The sea searched far and wide, calling out for the noblest of believers. The noblest of all came from the other side of the world. She was known as the Wanderer. Doesn't Lego Batman look incredible, Dave? Oh my god, man. That was Game of Show. Crazy. Freaking Lego Batman. Best thing they showed in Gamescom opening night live. Who would have called that? Anybody that played Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga would have called that. That's another game that needs an upgrade from the Switch 1 to the Switch 2. Oh, I have to not get, so I have to jump from stage to stage. Okay, I get you. I've played a game before. Okay. Pop over here. Pop over this way. Listen to this jazzy music, man. It's great. It's like the theme to Talented Mr. Ripley. There we go. It's Journey meets Flower meets Tony Hawk. I kind of wish The Artful Escape played as big as this. Because it was spectacularly beautiful, but it was also confined in its design, as opposed to something like this where you can literally go in every direction and there's a question around every corner for you to kind of figure out. Love it. Up we go. Kelp elevator. All right, what do we got here? What you got from me, glowing circle? These guys could make a hell of a Tron game with these, with this engine, these mechanics. Wood 5495, welcome. We are deep into Sword of the Sea, my friends. Ah, I see. When it's got all kinds of mud or muck on it, you can't grind on those. But when it's opened up and moving, you can. Okay, cool. Oh my God, this is gorgeous. It's so sparkly. Yeah. Very sparkly. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna ride on that chain now. Yeah. 5 minutes to get to the other side there, yeah. Sparkly. It's very sparkly. Here we go! There's something over there. Has an Okami vibe, yeah, absolutely. Find 10 fish tiles. That was the achievement I just unlocked. Uh-oh. Oh no. It's okay. Everything is groovy. I'm riding a turtle! I think the turtle's gonna take me where I gotta go. Let's see. Let's chill. Some Bastion vibes, John Yomtov. Are you admitting something now, Wood? Am I echoing? Is there an echo happening? I hope not. There might be. Let me just double check here. No echo, okay. No, I have desktop audio turned off. Thanks for checking that out there, PK99. There we go. You could just imagine Tim Burton or somebody just like, whoa, man. I like it. What's happening here? Did we go through here? Look at this gorgeousness. Stuff's up there. Let's go up there. Or was I up here already? I might have been up here already. The one thing is, like, it's easy to get lost. Uh-oh. I think I'm stuck. I might have crashed the game. Oh, no. No, no! I am stuck, my friends. I mean, it was running so perfectly. Bound to have an issue. Let's see if there's a... let's exit to the menu. Let's see where it puts me. Oh, Gray Skull. Hell of a comment there, my friend. Thank you so much. Says Vic, thanks for the years of entertainment I've been watching since I was a kid. Love that you're posting old episodes. I've been making this since I was a kid. Appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. All right, no biggie. I started right where I was. Thank goodness. I remember playing Tomb Raider on the PlayStation 1, and my save, I royally screwed up, and I saved right before Lara fell to her death on spikes. And so every time I reloaded from the checkpoint, from the save point, dead, happened over and over and over again. I was like, oh my god, I learned a big lesson here. That was when checkpoints were like, I had to do the whole level over again. It was the worst. Big lesson learned that day. Oh, it flows, John. John's asking, how's the frame rate and input latency? This is perfection. I mean, it's not taxing the graphics card, which is a beast. I have a beast of a PC that I'm playing this on. But it's just running perfectly. I definitely want to see what this looks like on the PS5 Pro. But this is really something else, man. This is gorgeous. I could maybe boot the frame rate up even, but it would be lost on the stream because currently this stream can only do 1080p at 60 frames. So I think I just screwed up. I don't know. Oh. Can you screw up in this? Is there a screw up in this? I don't know. I think you just keep checking things out. Look at this. I'm way down here now. I'm fine. I don't even know where I am. Where the hell am I? I've certainly traveled a lot in the game, so I can't remember the maps. You know? I can't remember if I've seen everything. Oh, geez. There are little points where you can go off the world, though. Ooh. Oh, no, no, no! What a trip. The kelp is a big deal here. I think I'm supposed to go the other way. Yes. Oh, cool. There's stuff in every direction here. It's so great. Now where? Over there. Right? Think so. trip. The Art of Frayed said, reminds me of Sky on the iPad. Sky is made by that game company, which made Journey. And there are developers of Journey on this game. And I think it's the same music, same composer, I mean, that worked on Journey, has done the music for this. So there's some DNA that you're picking up on. Here we go, guys. Something majestic. Is this dolphin gonna Nolan FSE, welcome. Are indie games more impactful now than they were back in the 90s? Yeah, because I think they're stacking on top of each other. Now we're having like fond memories of classic indie games that really were significant. And we're recognizing that their cultural importance. All right, we're battling, guys. Change of pace. Maybe not. We are battling. What? Paul Gale Network, good to see you, pal. Hope you're doing great. Grayskull says Journey was one of the most moving games I've ever played. Agreed. So moving, so lonely and profound and just sumptuous. Yeah. Flower was one too. I don't think enough people give Flower credit. The act of bringing the world back to life in that game was so hypnotic and satisfying. I remember playing that and putting it on. My father-in-law was a little. He was kind of an older guy when I got to know him through my wife, and but he was always into all kinds of amazing technology, and he had a place. I think I bought him a PlayStation 3. He was into like great CD players and stuff and computers and all kinds of stuff, and I bought him a PlayStation 3, and I think Flower was the first game I loaded up for him to kind of, you know, show him that it wasn't all just action and combat. Wow, now we're in a dolphin. Ed Annunziata needs to play this game. He's the creator of Echo the Dolphin. And his name was Charlie. Rest in peace, Charlie. I miss you, buddy. Love you. But he was really blown away by Flower. He was like, wow, this is a lot different than I thought video games were. You know, and Flower for a while became like one of my go-to games for people that weren't tuned in. You know, they were just, people were always respective and curious about the industry around me because they knew about EP and what I was doing. And I loved to show off Flower because it was a game that bucked expectations and was really tremendously beautiful. And he certainly recognized that, which was great. Whoa. Oh, I'm supposed to bash these things. Okay. It's... The mechanics in this are like... Figure it out. Okay. Okay, the way we're gonna do this, you're gonna be a dolphin, see? Alright? And there's gonna be these crystal stalactites sticking out of these giant pillars. You gotta be a dolphin, and you gotta go and bash those giant stalactites on top of those pillars there. There's gonna be beautiful choir music, and it's gonna look gorgeous, but, yeah. You're just gonna be a big giant dolphin, and you're gonna go do that, okay? Okay, go. We're not gonna tell you how to do it either, you're just gonna do it. Love it. Okay, let's go get that one over there. Oh, I don't have the double jump with the dolphin, but I have super high leapers. What a trippy game, guys. How do I get up to the top of that? Oh, I see! Ask and you shall receive. Okay. Woohoo! Wow. I am just... If you've got green crystals on your roof, call 1-800-DOLPHIN, and I will be there to take them off. Okay, here we go. It's got the Lego vibes. Lego's come up a lot today. This game has got Lego vibes. Good golly, it's beautiful, huh? Pretty freaking game. Super Echo coded, Sam I am 111. This is like a love letter to Echo. Lego Echo. That's right, Echo was bashing through crystals that were in the caves and stuff, right? Bears. Chat, I farted is a person in the chat room. Just said, you guys remember Mark Echo's Getting Up? Contents Under Pressure? I sure do. One of my best friends worked on that game, and it was way better than it had any right to be. That was a wild, wild game. We covered that when it came out. Interviewed Mark Echo about it. Big, you know, promises and expectations on that thing, and it was wild. It was a graffiti game, either knocking them out of the way or using a echolocation to relay messages within them. Yeah. Ooh, and I have echolocation right now. Feels like. There's a new co-op Lego puzzle game that looks amazing. Reminds you of Milo. Yes, that was announced at the Lego puzzle game. Right. What's that called again? It was announced at like a Sony event or something like that. Captain Fluke, this game is on PlayStation, I think just PS5 and PC. But if you've got a PS5 and a PlayStation Plus subscription, it is included with the subscription. I don't know what tier. Lego Builder's Journey. I think that's right, Sam. I am 111. That does look cool. It's not out now, right? Like, honestly, I feel like every time I look up, it's like some other banging, wicked game is out. It's hard to... I mean, this is what I do, and I can't keep up with all the awesome things that keep dropping. It is a little bit easier by streaming more, I gotta tell you guys, and it feels like I'm showcasing more, which I think is part of my core job, is to like show off this stuff, and streaming allows you to do it. And we play it together. You guys help me figure this stuff out together, which is awesome. I'll never be one of those streamers that plays the same game. I don't know how people do that. The same game every day. Going on run number 733, guys. Let's see how far I get today. I could never do that. Never. That's a degree of patience I do not possess. What a wild freaking game, man. Okay. We opened up a fish fountain. So shiny. I played three cool indie games this week. Tiny Bookshop. I don't know if you guys caught that stream, but that is a really, really zen, chill, satisfying game. Like, you're recommending books to customers and trying to keep your little business afloat. It was really freaking fun playing that. And then Is This Seat Taken is so weird. It's a little like Snipper Clips, John Yamtop was pointing out visually, but it's a puzzle game where you're kind of like seating people in buses and cafes and things. And again, deceptively addictive, and you kind of want to see what the next little story chapter is going to be. I went back and was playing more of that last night, and I really had a good time. It's a cool game. Tiny Bookshop, man. Very, very impressed with that title. Really cool idea. There we go. There we go. I see you, Jay Zenizism. Instigator, shit disturber, just trying to stir the pot right there. Grayskull, you've been digging UFO 50? That'll keep you busy for a while. What a collection that game is, huh? Another, like, ridiculously clever indie title. Darth Taz says, it doesn't look like this year's Game Avalanche is going to be as big as the last few years. Yeah, maybe not. But, yeah, maybe not. But I think we've got some bangers yet to be revealed. There's still some surprises coming. Wouldn't it be a trip if Sony and Insomniac said, yep, Wolverine's ready. Here we go. I mean, I'd release it this year. It's going to be a Grand Theft Auto year next year. If it's ready, let it fly. It's going to be all Lego Batman and Grand Theft Auto 6. Oh my god. It's cool reading little hints from James Gunn on the internet today that there's some stuff percolating in the DC universe, games-wise. I want a David Corenswet starring Superman game that delivers, you know? Wow. This is gorgeous. Okay, we gotta open some fish mouths. Get up there. Alien Isolation 2, hell yeah. What's that, Creative Assembly? Is that the company? They make good things. Can we all just agree that if gaming is cooked, we're all still gonna play forever? Because I'm going to. Even if it's cooked. Whatever the hell that means. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Darth Taz with the comment there saying, hold on, I gotta scroll back here. With all the time, money, and care that Rockstar has put into Grand Theft Auto 6, if it isn't a Ubisoft's quadruple A 10 out of 10, some people will be disappointed. Can you imagine? And then Lightning Magna follows that up with Skull and Bones was a 6 out of 10. I didn't even get into that game, guys. I feel bad. It just was not the thing that I really wanted to play. Oh no, I'd want an action game. I think there was some cool design ideas. Sam I Am 111's asking about what kind of game would you want a Superman game to be. The coolest thing that I remember about the Superman Returns game that EA made was that they made the city the thing you needed to protect. Like, that was your health bar. The city was your health bar. And so I like the idea of Superman whipping around and just constantly trying to save people. And all the other hero games have pieces of that, but I think a Superman game has to lean into that in a massive way. It's not so much that he's threatened, it's that the people around him and the citizens are threatened. And he has the ability to race to lots of things and save those citizens. So I would want a third-person action game where you really feel the power of Superman, but because he's so fast, maybe they could play with timing, and so when you're whipping around, maybe time slows down a little bit so that you can get to the threats in a bunch of different places. I don't know, but I want to feel the speed and the power of Superman. Chibi-Robo is here. Awesome. Very cool game. Look at this trippy experience. Holy moly. So this mysterious stranger, this dolphin wrangler, not a threat. We're buds. Just two buds on a dolphin. Pepine, this is a beautiful game. Beautiful. Yeah, play this on the biggest screen you've got with the music just blasting. I have not tried Chronos yet. I'm so fired up for that. That looks amazing. No, I'm not going to be at Fan Expo this weekend. I hope everybody has an awesome time. I will have a little bit of FOMO, but I got a lot of things going on right now. So I'm okay. Look at that. Chronos is... I'm fired up for that, man. I want to play that game very badly. Bluebird rocks. Cryptic, you thought I was going to be there. Yeah, no, I would have made announcements galore, but I'm not going to be there this year. Insomniac could make anything, Captain Fluke. Good comment. They say Insomniac would make a good Superman game, I'm thinking. I thought those were scratches on my screen. I didn't know it was a dragon I was looking at or something. This is cool. Was that what they were working on after the Dragon game? Sam I Am 111? Factor 5 was something really special, man. They were a great company. All right, SSX. Here we go. This is freaking awesome. Lair, yeah, Lair was cool too. The stupid motion controls screwed that right up. PlayStation was chasing the Wii at the wrong time. Screwed those guys because they had a cool game, and then we had to move our PS3 controllers around. Like, it was so dumb. Still hostile about it because they kind of killed an awesome company. You know, like there was so much invested in Lair, it didn't work, and then no more Factor 5, and they had brought us those amazing Rogue Squadron games, and I think they worked on the Indiana Jones Super Nintendo game, which was terrific. I know they updated it so you didn't need the motion controls, but the damage was done. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I loved visiting that company and talking with all of the, you know, the founders, the stakeholders. Great people, super creative. Fire elemental. Most beings are born, most beings live and age and die, but not the serpent, Tor Namun. She was forged of fire. Her body is scale and metal, from elements none had before seen on Farah. None could say how she wanted to live, but it was clear that she refused to die. Red fire forged her, but fury fueled her, made her strong and large and fleet. The most fearsome beast that Farah had seen. Tor Namun frightened even the gods. Oh my god, I love the writing. This is so dope. Have we got a boss fight happening? Ooh, I think we are going to be chased. This is gorgeous. Something tells me we're going to be chased through this cave by this giant lizard. So it's looking over this way. Do I go this way? Oh, that's cool. You start going out of focus if you're going on in the wrong direction. How cool. That's so smart. Okay, I need to go here. I gotta climb the back. Oh man, this is fantastic. Now we're in Shadow of the Colossus levels. Oh. Oh, I fell. It's alright. Oh, Z-Shrugs, thank you so much for being here then and now, my friend. You rule. Thank you for the very kind comment. Alright, let's get up here. Oh! I think I have to hit that thing just as I fall past it. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I gotta go off the shoulder blade onto the helmet. Nope. Can I go off the hand? Clearly something I gotta do right here. Nope. Oh, okay. Oh, I see, okay. No, it's very, like, if I go off the path, it's telling me what I gotta do. Okay, and the swords are guiding me. Okay, I think I get you. Ah, okay. So I read that wrong. Okay, so we're going this way now. Cool. Whipping around the swords. Okay, got you. Oh, this is, it's like the Forbidden Forest in Zelda right here. Okay, come on now. There's a guy right up there, okay. Ghost warriors. In the time, before foreigns walked and sea creatures swam, there were the great ghost warriors. Their strength like a mountain split. The time of ghost warriors came, and the time of ghost warriors passed. They did not come to death peacefully, but few do. They enjoyed a peaceful afterlife, a well-earned eternal rest, until the serpent Tor Namun imbued them with fire and false promises, and back down the sacred river they came. I like that. I like the mystery of this game. And I see the ribbons point in the direction I'm supposed to go, I think. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. There we go, okay. Tyler Kopence, thank you so much for supporting us for so long, my friend. That's awesome. And you're the second person that's asked about David Jaffe, if I'm going to be on David Jaffe's stream soon. I love going on his show. Just if you're a frequent follower or you're in the streams with him or whatever, just let him know I'm ready. I'm game. When he wants me back, I'll come back on. Oh, go this way. There we go. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, there it is. Okay. This is cool, man. Very spooky. We did it. I believe you can get a hat through the, we don't like have an inventory of them, but I think you can get them through the store on our YouTube channel. Dr. Mister, thank you. I hope all is well with you. That's a very kind super chat, my friend. Thank you. But I believe you can choose a hat in the store. I know I gotta up the merch game. Sweet. The Ghost Warriors' undoing. The Ghost Warriors had no care for mortals. Their interest laid in eternity, in life beyond life. The Ghost Warriors were unaccustomed to fighting sea creatures as inconsequential as ants, temporary and weak and small and nimble. The interests of the Ghost Warriors laid in eternity. They had no care for mortals. This was their undoing. Thank you for wearing the EPN, man. I appreciate that very much. Thank you for representing and supporting us. That's so rad. I have run into people at events and stuff, and they've been wearing hoodies and T-shirts, and it is something else. It's something you don't get used to. It's really cool, and I appreciate it. I still need to figure out, like, we need to have our own inventory on stuff, and we need to figure that out. It's probably a little bit complicated right now for our friends in the States with the tariffs and everything. I think it'd be probably a little tricky. But our retailer on the YouTube channel is American-based, so whatever the prices are there reflect the American pricing and their own. I think it's Spring Tea or something, or Teespring. Their own shipping costs and all that. We need an equivalent in Canada, which we don't have currently. Yeah, you can click on the merch button. So we've got Designed by Humans, which is American, and then Teespring or Spring. I'm not exactly sure. I think they rebranded. They make good stuff for sure. Oh, good move, Dr. Mister. You bought the Pro before the price hike. It's crazy, right? It's insane what's going on right now. Everything's fine if you're a billionaire. Cryptic Skills. Has he got his merch stuff all figured out? I actually haven't ever talked to him about that. I talked to Greg Miller and back like 3 years ago or whatever, and he suggested Design by Humans, and they had some good stuff going for a while. They're a good partner for some of the merch. A little pricey to get it shipped to Canada from the States right now. But the one thing that they had that I loved was the zip hoodies with the EPN crest, and that, you know, you guys have seen me wear them in thumbnails and on my show and stuff. But then they stopped offering that for whatever reason, and so I still haven't found a replacement zip hoodie setup. Although we got some made and we took them to some of the expos last year, we still got a few left. So we got to figure that out, because I want people to be able to buy the zip hoodies. They're awesome. Okay. Something special in here. I know it. Yes, there is. Oh, I think I keep forgetting that kelp is my friend. Probably in real life, too. And I've forgotten that, too, in real life. Is kelp your friend? Like, is it good for humans? I don't know if I ever have really made a pointed effort to have kelp. Seaweed, which I heard is pretty good, too. Kelp noodles are amazing. There's Grundy Grundy on the drums with the answer right when I need it. I love it. I just made a store on a random site called Fourth Wall. Seems to be what streamers use for merch. Okay. That's cool to know. Yeah, because I don't have anything for Twitch, do I? I should have something set up for Twitch. At the Vancouver Game Expo. That's amazing, Cryptic. That's so rad. At the Retro Game Expo, did I see you there this year? Because that was my first time going there. Grundy's got his EPN shirt. You rule, guy. You rule, man. That's so awesome. Grundy is Richard Grundy, our DOP for a long time, and an awesome editor, just a production savant. Now is basically doing the same thing, running like production. What is it? CBC The National, working with Ian Hadamansing. Am I saying his name right? That's so rad. Yes, follow Grundy on the drums, and he's a hell of a drummer. He's on the National. He's on the national news in Canada, which is amazing. The people that worked on EP, some of the most talented people ever. What do I do? How do I give you a shout? I don't even know all the buttons. I got to figure out more of the buttons. That's awesome. Oh, dude, that's amazing. Still prefer hanging with me. Oh, brother. Well, I'm going to be seeing you very soon. IRL, as they say. John Yomtov throwing down the link to the store. You are the best, my friend. Thank you. The EPN shirts turned out amazing, didn't they? That's all Tav has done. I wrote down something on a napkin, and I said, I think it'd be cool to have the EPN kind of loop around like a game controller. And I came up with Play Forever. I just like that as an expression a hell of a long time ago. And it just really clicked. It really worked. We've been running I still run it, the graphic of EPN Presents. It just was like, boom. It really, I don't know. It stood the test of time, clearly. But the whole impetus for EPN was that it was becoming increasingly more difficult to to say what we worked on by just saying the Electric Playground or EP, because we had so many other things going. We had podcasts and documentaries, and Reviews was its own show, and people were coming at our material in all of these different ways, and so we had to come up with like a broader brand, and EPN was there, and it worked. This is amazing. This is a great game, guys. It's interesting, right? Like, it's so focused on exploration and just giving you these trippy moments and like these experiences as you're cruising around and solving these mysteries. Oh, we've got boost now. Okay, cool. And there's something to be said for, you know, focusing on a mechanic and focusing on a they call them pillars. I've heard so many game makers refer to the things that their games do as pillars of gameplay. And this has essentially one pillar. It is you explore. So far. But there's something to be said for isolating that idea and just like really drilling on it. There we go. Cool. See you later, buddy. We will see you soon. IRL. Pizza's on me. I love that too. Jake is a hell of a dude. I love Jake Baldino. Awesome guy. He really reminds me of a young me sometimes. A lot of the same, I don't know, perspectives and positive attitude. Just really friendly dude. Okay, the Wraith can now drop while in the air. Press LT. Okay, so I've picked up all kinds of new skiing abilities, and so I can speed up and I can drop. 01 Kenobi's asking, have I spoken with Tommy lately? I haven't spoken directly with him. We've just exchanged messages over Facebook, but he's doing really well. He's a kick-ass a backgammon player, like winning tournaments in the world, and like dressing up in tuxedos and and leaving with prize money and trophies. That kind of like level. It's incredible. But he's always done amazing things, man. That guy's always been this crazy driven, fascinating dude. But he's doing well. Next time I reach out to him, or we connect, I'll tell him that you guys were asking about him, and I'm sure many of you are hoping that he's doing all right. I hope so, Cryptic Skills. I really had an amazing time at that event. You harassed me outside the Game Expo while you waited for your rideshare. Oh, yes, that's right. Yes. Oh, you guys were amazing. You guys were super, super, super kind. That was awesome. I had a wonderful time at the Vancouver. That was the first retro show I'd ever been to, and I really had an awesome time. This is so wild, man. Oh. No. Thought I might be able to drop on that. Did I come from here? I can't even tell. Oh yeah, I came through here already. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 5 minutes to Wapner. Okay, there we go. I backtracked hard. Okay. Okay. I think it's, I think that's good. I think that's a good taste of this game. I need to take a break anyways. I need to get off my butt. This was cool. This is a really freaking cool game. I'm still figuring out what I'm going to do tomorrow. I might stream, but I've got some other stuff that I'm working on as well. But Reviews on the Run, Friday. New episode. So I might stream something tomorrow. But there's a reviews coming on Friday, and Saturday at 9 o'clock in the morning Pacific time, we premiere Season 6, Episode 10 of The Electric Playground from 2001. Please join us on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/EPNTV. I'll be in the chat. Many of you guys will be in the chat. It's always a fun time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for your super chats and your raids and your kind words and your good wishes. You are all the best. And I appreciate you very much. We will see you soon. Until then, play forever.